The Tokyo Games start in 5 months, but now seem destined to take place without overseas fans. A Japanese newspaper is reporting that the government has already made up its mind as it looks to allay the fears of an increasingly sceptical public about hosting amid a global health crisis.
Regarding spectators from abroad, we will listen to the scientific experts. Personally, I want a decision by March the 25th, before the torch relay starts.
Meanwhile, the International Olympic Committee says it's trying to get as many participants as possible vaccinated before the Games, although it's not mandatory.
A considerable number of national Olympic committees has already secured this pre-Tokyo vaccination.
Not all athletes will take up the offer. Jamaican sprinter Johan Blake earlier this week said he'd rather miss the Games than get the vaccine. But others, like German canoeist Sebastian Brendel, are prepared to do whatever it takes to get to Tokyo.
The key workers should get their vaccines first, so the sporting world doesn't want to shove its way to the front of the queue. But of course it would make it a lot easier for us as far as preparations go.
Brendel competed at both the London and Rio Olympics and won 3 gold medals. He's expecting a very different type of games this time round.
I assume that it will happen without fans, and there will likely be no Olympic Village. But we've all been told that it's happening, and this is really important for a lot of the disciplines.
Back in Tokyo, the Games Organising Committee has now ratified the appointment of 12 new female members. It means 42% of the board are now women, including the new president, Seiko Hashimoto, whose predecessor resigned last month over sexist comments. Hashimoto and her new-look organising committee have their work cut out, with lots of questions still hanging over the Games and only 142 days to come up with the answers. David Stokes, Al Jazeera.